All right. We are good. Okay, so first of all, guys, thank you so much for jumping on at such a last minute. I am so excited. Daphne and I have been kind of playing behind the scenes for the last, I don't know, probably like 3 or 4 days. And we came up with something super exciting for all of us as a team. Because how many people had so much fun like the last couple of weeks of, what was that, March? Yeah, March. I had fun in March. Who had fun in March? SRC came home and were like flying. I mean, Dawn had fun for other reasons, but that's a whole other story. So we came up with something super fun because does anybody have goals for the month of April? Anybody? Okay, just checking. Okay, I mean, it doesn't matter what they are because here's the cool thing. I want to be super, super clear. Oh, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm Karen Fitzgerald. Sorry, I guess all y'all know. I just assume. I just make the assumption. Australia in the house. Welcome. Okay, so Nikki, you are like jumping on. This is first of all, Nikki's. I'm just going to take a side note here. Nikki has been a dear friend for many years now, and her son and my daughter were touring together in theater. And anyway, she is absolutely like a love. I will just say that. And she lives like on the other side of the world in Australia, and we have been going back and forth for months. And tomorrow in Australia, she said, I'm in. She's been using the product. She loves Trim. I'm so excited.
Trim will be in Australia.
Trim, well, she got it. Well, okay, so side note, she was here in the U.S. for several months and was able to get Trim because she had a hookup. And so her big thing, although I want to just take a quick second. Can you just like in like 2 minutes or less tell your BioCell story with your yoga?
Are you talking to me, Karen?
Yes.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Nikki, yes. If you could just tell BioCell in like 2 minutes or less.
Okay. So in October last year, November, I guess, I had got to the end of a period where my joints were getting sorer and sorer. I do yoga every day and I walk every day. I'm traditionally quite a very, very active person. And I noticed last July in my winter, before I came over, that my knees were starting to get cranky with the cold weather and just a little bit. And then by the time I landed in Texas for the cold weather, I literally got to the point where my knees felt like I was walking on glass. So every step I took, it felt like there was glass inside my knees. I couldn't kneel at all. To get into bed of a night, we all unconsciously kneel on the bed. Well, I do anyway. I kneel on the bed and then sit down. I couldn't kneel on the bed. I had to like find another way to get into bed. I couldn't do yoga without serious padding under my knees, and I was gritting my teeth to do yoga every day. Walking was absolute hell. Like by the time I went for even a 10-minute walk, I would get back and I'd be hobbling. My husband arrived in Texas for Christmas and we went for a 15-minute walk, and I'm not kidding, girls. He literally said to me, honey, do you think we should get you a walking stick? And I said, okay, that was the unsexiest thing you've ever said to me and don't think you're going to get sexy time anytime in the near future. And he was like, no, I'm genuinely worried about you. It looks like you're in so much pain. So I started on Trim, and by the end of January 19th, I went to Austin. I drove to Austin. I participated in a 1.5-hour yoga class on a concrete floor with a constant flow of sun salutations, which is lots of knee stuff, by the way. And my mat was like this thin. I walked in and was like, oh, this is not going to be fun. I did the whole class. By the end of the hour and a half, my knees were a little bit tetchy, but not horrific, just a little bit sort of really on a concrete floor for an hour and a half. I then walked around Austin for 2.5 hours straight after the class, touring. Went home for an hour, went back into Austin and spent 2 hours on a scooter, scootering around Austin in the freezing cold. It was like, I'm trying to think of what it was in Fahrenheit, very cold. It was in Celsius in my head. So very, very, very cold. And I scooted and walked around Austin for another 2 hours that night. So all up, I had done something like 19,000 steps that day. And that was after being on Trim for 2 months.
Isn't that crazy?
I started in December, first week of December.
So she decided to join us.
I did.
Yes.
So excited. So
he's going to take over Australia when Trim is officially launched there in a couple weeks.
Isn't that crazy? So we're working. She already has a post going tonight, and it's already like she's got US and Australia, and so that's a whole other story. But so I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you for sharing that. And we'll probably ask you to share that again several times. But tonight, here's the fun thing we're doing. We, all of us, all have goals. And the nice thing is everybody's got goals. Some people are looking at $250 a month. Others are looking at $250,000 a month. And everywhere in between. And the nice thing is that's cool. Whatever your goal is, it's your goal. And so tonight, I'm so excited. My head's going to explode. Daphne and I came up with something super fun. You guys want to see my head explode, don't you?
I do.
Okay, so we are coming up with, you guys remember the tracker we did a while back? Well, we are doing super fun, and we'll actually upload this, or actually, Daph, can you share your screen? Okay, so this tracker, okay, I know you guys can all see this, right? Because I can't even, it's like right here in my face. Big font. This tracker has all kinds of fun stuff on it.
Can you guys see that?
Perfect. Okay, we are going to do a run for the next 3 weeks. As of tomorrow, there are exactly 3 weeks left in this month. Can you believe that? It's crazy. And then we'll be at the end of April, and at the end of, gosh, we'll be into the second quarter of the year. It's getting crazy. It's going by quick. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to start a contest tomorrow, and it's a totally level playing field because I like it when everybody can win. That's my deal. So what we'll do is you'll have your tracker. We'll put up a link and you guys can print it out. I suggest printing at least one out in pretty color because it's just nice and pretty. And then from there, each day in the bottom of the tracker, and you'll see it on yours, it has what counts for points. Now, contrary to popular belief, building a business on social media, social selling, which I've done since 2002, even before Facebook, 90% of it is actually behind the scenes and mindset. That's actually 90% of it. So putting stuff up on Facebook, posting constantly and looking for people to come find you, there's a whole other piece that has to happen before the people come find you. Because contrary to popular belief, somebody told me that all my friends are not apparently looking at me all day. Who knew? So your points look like this. For AM mindset, so first thing in the morning, it doesn't matter what you do for mindset in the morning, as long as you do something. We do have Earl Nightingale. He is my favorite at the moment. That's going on. But you can do whatever speaks to your mind that gets you in the space of gratitude, love, and blessing others. 5 points for your morning mindset.
If you need suggestions, just reach out.
Yes, if you need suggestions, obviously, yeah, we can hook you up. And it can be audio, it can be video, it can be a book, 3 or 4 pages. It doesn't have to be a 3-hour process. It can be 10 or 15 minutes. If you guys want to know my hack, I'll tell you my hack, how I get time for my mindset. Anybody?
Yeah, sure.
I was just like, I thought y'all were looking at me. So I set my alarm. I usually get up like around 7 in the morning. I set my alarm for 6 o'clock every morning. And I shut it off. I reset it for 7. And I spend the next hour, I have a meditation and a hypnosis and then a mindset that fills up that hour. And I just push play and just lay back in my bed. And that way, if I fall back to sleep, my alarm wakes me up, but subconsciously stuff's going. So that's my hack. If you are somebody that has to be up at like 5 in the morning, you might want to go to 4:45 maybe, and then just push play. Have it ready. Push play, lay back down. It's soothing, and the alarm goes off. So that's my hack. So you get 5 points for morning mindset, 5 points for evening. And then we're going to play with Facebook stories. So if you post 5 Facebook stories sometime in the morning, and morning is before noon. Okay, will be super simple. 5 points. Evening, another 5 Facebook stories, 5 points. Why do you want to do 5? Because it gets people in the habit of seeing you. And I've noticed that the more I use my Facebook stories, the more eyeballs, people I didn't even know were on my friends list are starting to show up. So Facebook stories are points. Birthdays, we all do our birthdays. Those are 5 points. Doesn't matter if you have 2 birthdays or 100, 5 points. Go into Facebook stories and find non-Modere people and react or message 5 different people. See, I was hitting up Nikki, but now I can't. That's okay. And then one post. Okay, so actually, hang on. I'm going to go back to comments. Okay, so far, and all this stuff it's on here, but anybody who has any questions, please, 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 we'll take a little Q&A at the end, but then hit me up, please. I'll help you with anything. 10 giving love comments, and you have to do all 10 to get the 10 points. That means you go find somebody who is not part of Modere. Now, it may happen that you don't realize they're part of Modere. Total fine. That's cool. But go find 10 people and comment on their post, loving, kindness, celebration, gratitude, whatever it is. Just be in giving mode, and you'll get 10 points for doing that. You can do this a couple times a day if you want. You're still only going to get 10 points max, but it will help people get eyeballs on you. And I'm going to tell you why. Have you guys ever seen a new store open or a new restaurant open? And they've got, opening soon, grand opening. And then you go into town and you're like 2 blocks away from where it's opening, and you come out of out to your car, and there's a flyer with a, free dinner, free soda, 10% off, whatever. They actually went out and they're prospecting. They're looking for people. So it's not enough to just hang your shingle and put stuff on your wall. You absolutely need to go out and let people know that you exist. Let them know you're fun, happy, enjoyable. And they're like, who is this chick? I gotta go see who Michelle is. She's commenting and giving me all this love. Let me go over to her page. So it entices people to your page. And that's where they see the golden nuggets. So on your page, here's what you're gonna do. Nobody panic, okay? Can I get promise, pinky promise, nobody's gonna have a hyperventilation here, especially Dawn? Okay, we're gonna do a max of 2 posts a day. Maximum. Nikki's little eyeballs are gonna pop out of her head. The Nikki here in the US, her little eyeballs are gonna pop out of her head. Look at her. So the reason I say that, if you hit 3, you hit 3. But what happens is when you have something that you post on your page and it gets a little traction, as soon as you post something else, Facebook goes, oh, okay, that first thing's not important, gone. Let's do something else. Let's go look at this. So they're looking at what you posted, the new stuff. And if you really want eyeballs on the previous stuff, you may have just decreased your exposure. So there have been times I've posted something, it gets no traction, it's not really going anywhere, and I'll delete it. So just don't worry about deleting something off your page. The 2 to 3, I'm going to stick with 2. The 2 post max is more of, it's not a hard and fast rule. It's your page, you can do what you want. But it is a suggestion, and it's more designed to get you to stop and think before you put something on your page. Because I know there are times where I'm like, I'm putting that out there right now, blah, blah, blah. Wait, no, I can't do that, because then I'll get the message from somebody saying, I know you're talking to me about that post. So just think about what you're posting. Now, of those 2, would absolutely be fabulous if one of them was the L word. Live. Dawn's like, no, not happening.
Oh, we're going to get Dawn doing it live.
We're going to get Dawn. We're going to get Dawn live.
I'm going to get her.
We'll get her live. So ideally, even if you do live like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then the other days are all posts, that's fine. Again, guys, this is for fun. And the nice part about it is you get the points as you do this. Okay, so you are tracking self-reporting. Follow-ups are all a point each. If you have 25 follow-ups, that's 25 points. And then I'm going to come back to what your topics of your posts would be a good idea. They're all suggestions. Again, it's all your page, it's all your business. And this is just to give you some traction if you want to really amp up what you're doing. So the other thing we're going to do is 10 what I call how are you messages. So you're going to go to somebody's page, and like I can go to Nikki's page in the US or in Australia, either one of you guys. This is going to be a problem. I can see it now. Okay.
We need to call it Nikki IE and Nikki Y.
You know, okay, so I can go to Michelle's page and send her a message. Let's say we don't know each other, and I go to her page, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, I was just watching, I was checking out your posts, and, you know, we're friends, and we, you know, just connected, whatever. Hey, how are you? I just saw you posted something about your son wrestles. Oh my gosh, does that like freak you out as a mom? You know, or, you know, whatever, like make it like a normal conversation. Versus like Sandra had a couple today. She was messaging people, and she's like, this girl's messaging me back going, she said, hi, how are you? And this girl said, hey, here are the best products you should go buy. Here's my link. Sandra's like, well, so just these are 10, hi, I'm a human being. I checked out your page. Your dog is cute. What breed is it? Your kid's cute. How old is it? You know, like Hampshire or whatever. But you know what? Like, just be a human being. I'll tell you that some of my best connections on social media are people we're in totally different companies, and we just go back and forth and just comment, love, support, and on a, I'm going to say probably now it's probably 2 to 3 times a week I get a referral from them. Hey, my friend has a migraine. I know you have that stuff. Can you help them? So it's just being a human being. But social media sometimes gets people get a little uncomfortable, and that's okay. So we're just going to help with that. And when those messages come back to you and they say, hey, what do you do? Go, Karen, what do I say? Daphne, what do I say? Please let us help you with that so it doesn't tank. Does that make sense? You know, because they usually will reply back and say, you know, either normal people will have conversations, but sometimes, you know. So far, do I have anybody whose head's going to explode? Because there's prizes involved. There's prizes involved. And the nice Michelle's like, yeah, Michelle's all over it. I knew who my prize-driven people are. Yeah, seriously. There's gifts, there's money, there's all kinds of fun stuff involved. So this is going to be the printed version. Everyone will have it now. And the last thing I just want to chat about is the topics for your posts or your live. Again, your pages, your business, you are 100% free to do whatever you want, and they will all count. Okay, so if you post something totally not on anywhere related to this, it's a post. Totally cool. Count the points. All right, we're good so far?
Yeah.
Okay, so ideas for posts, the celebration posts. I did one on my page today about, it's actually Revitalized and it's migraines. And if you notice, nowhere on my post does it say message me or drop a heart or, you know, who wants info. I've already had 3 messages from that post. So celebration posts, people want to know what people are doing. So like Nikki in the US, hers, like, you know, 80 pounds lighter dancing with my kid. I'm like, you know, that caught my attention. I had no idea she had dropped 80 pounds. And it's been like, what? How long have you kept this off now? Nikki in the US?
2 years.
2 years. That's yeah. You know.
Oh, honey, turn that back on.
80 pounds gone, dancing with my kid, 2 years later, you know, like still, I mean, that's celebration. So fun stuff. Lifestyle. I mean, if you guys have ever been anywhere close to my page, you know that you will see a picture of my lake on a daily basis, or a sad face if it's raining. That's how it works. So lifestyle stuff, things that catch people's attention where they're like, oh, I don't know what she does, but she looks like she's having fun, so I want to go hang out with them. So things like that. We do have an entire list of really great topics for Facebook Live. It's in Elite Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And that has, I mean, I think there's what, like 100 topics on there?
Yep.
So basically, the other thing you can do, I mean, you don't have to be super knowledgeable about anything to repurpose it for a Facebook Live. Family stuff, fun stuff, you know, you can Google four foods that burn fat and then get online and talk about them. I mean, so it's like really super simple. Joni is like the queen of that. She should do a whole training on that because she finds like all kinds of topics and she goes off and she's like, she got people crying on her live and people sending her emojis. Man, yeah, then you get Daphne and the anxiety thing and people are like, ugh. So. Yeah, if y'all caught any of those lives yesterday, Daphne had all of us crying. I don't know what that's about. Whoops.
So I have a couple things to add to these little tidbits. Can I jump in?
I am up for air, so yes, go for it.
Okay. So I just was like jotting little notes about each of these little ways for you guys to earn points that I wanted to give my little tidbits about them because I'm so excited about this. And I feel like if you guys get excited about this and you really go after this, this is a any man can win type of contest, right? This is activity based. It doesn't take anybody else on the other end doing anything. It doesn't matter if they answer your messages. It doesn't matter if they respond to your comments. It doesn't matter. It's all about your activity and your actions. Okay, so get really excited. And I'm telling you, when you're doing the messages, if you voice clip and you get excited before you voice clip, you're going to get responses. So that's something to get excited about. I will have the tracker uploaded into the chat. I have it ready to go into the chat as soon as we're done here. So that'll be there tonight. So several of the things that are point worthy, I'm just going to go ahead and point this out to you right now because I haven't seen very many of you on Power Hours, but several of the activities, if you guys are like, how am I going to get this all done? If you jump on a Power Hour, you will knock out at least half of these tasks in that hour. At least half. Because these are the exact things we do in 20-minute increments on Power Hours. Okay, just so you know. I wanted to give my recommendation and my morning motivation hack because I think that that's really smart to do that. I am a zombie when I wake up. If I don't stand up, game over, I'm going back to sleep. Like I could hit snooze 27 times and still be tired. So I have to stand up. My hack is when I get in the shower, I use Spotify and I listen to Fearless Motivation. There's a station called Fearless Motivation on Spotify. And it's very intense. It's very exciting. It's all about you are a leader. It will like drill into your head how powerful you are. So write that down, Fearless Motivation on Spotify. I just put it on shuffle. I listen to them all. It's kind of made for power lifters. Okay. So like you'll hear them say, like, sometimes they'll say things like in the gym, but at the same time, they'll talk about in your business. Like, you're a leader. You can do this. You're the lion. You're not the sheep. Like, that's how they'll talk to you. I love it so much. So one time I was on a training call and I started talking about it and I was like, every time I listen to it and I walk out into the living room, I feel like I could just eat puppies. Why did I choose the words eat puppies? I'm not so sure, but it like literally juices you for the day. It will leave you feeling great. So that's my morning hack. That's what I listen to when I'm in the shower. Next, you guys don't get alarmed about the stories. I'm super excited. Karen's been pushing all of us to get on the stories. And so I've been trying to be more active with the stories. Have fun with Snapchat filters. Have fun with result pictures. You guys, it's only there for 24 hours. So it's not as policed as your timeline. So you can put up a result picture and be like, dude, I have 45 days. Do you? Like, you can do fun things, but type on the pictures and have fun with it. Do boomerangs. I did a winking one yesterday. Did you guys see it? Because I look like a ding dong. Have fun with the results or the stories and like use it. Post some product stuff. It doesn't have to be spammy either. I'm not telling you to be spammy, but you can put more product and result things in your stories. Okay. Birthdays. You guys are going to be using birthdays. Another thing that Facebook loves is when you delete people. So what I do when I'm doing birthdays is I'll go through every single person that has a birthday that day. I actually open up their wall and I look and see if I'm active with them. That's how I delete my people. I don't go through any other way, but if I'm not active with somebody, I'm going to delete them on their birthday. That's my present to them. They don't need me in their life if we're not interacting. Just kidding. That's really rude. But I do delete them based off of our activity level. If I haven't talked to them in 17 years and all they do is share cat videos, we're probably not going to hang out, right? So you can delete people from there too, and it actually helps your algorithm. And that's just my little birthday tip. Comments on not Modera, and I know Karen said like loving, like be a genuine person. You guys, I just listened to a training this weekend about how much Facebook is policing bot comments. I am a queen of bot comments. I'm going to go ahead and call myself out. If somebody posts a quote, I'll just write love with a heart. That's a bot comment. Or if you put yes, girl, that's a Daphne the comment. That's a bot comment. You have to actually put something in there to get attention. Like, how do you respond when somebody says yes, girl, to your post? When somebody comments yes, girl, what do you say back? Thumbs up. So you have to put something in there that's actually going to inspire conversation, right? So that's what genuine comments. You want to really be a person. And I'm not saying you have to be like, oh, somebody put up a quote and be like, I feel like this just really inspired me today. You know what I mean? You guys get it, right? Be genuine. So Messenger. So you're sending these 10 messages. I think that you guys should send more than 10, but I think that 10 is a great number for the contest, but I'm going to tell you why I think you should send more than 10. When you send messages and they open it up, I just opened a message while we've been sitting on here. It says on there, watch Karen's story. Watch Nikki's story now. Messenger is sending people to watch your story. The more messages you send, the more messages that get opened, the more people are going to see your story. Right? That's exciting to me. Like Facebook's like doing all the directing. So if you have 10 things on your story and it directs the people to the story and they watch it, they're probably going to stick around and watch 10 if they're good. Be funny, be real, be goofy. Nick, I'm glad you used Nikki dancing with her daughter because I caught my attention too. And I feel like those are the things that are going to catch attention. Nikki, use your daughter in your Facebook stories. Snapchat filters, be silly, be fun, be real, be building your business, being a real mom. That's exciting. I'm talking to my own minute. I'm getting excited. Can you feel it? Because I can. I hate doing these Zooms right before my bedtime because I can't go to sleep and I get all excited.
Well, Nikki will be up for the next 12 hours or so in Australia because it's morning.
You just work. What did I write this? Oh, so Karen was talking about only 1 or 2 posts per day. And she said, oh, if I come up with this really great post idea, I want to post it right now. It's not always a good idea. You guys use the note section of your phone and keep all your good post ideas. Right? Just because it's a good post idea and you want to use it right now, there's probably a better time to use it, right? I made a mistake the other day of making a really freaking good post and I was so excited and I posted, I did exactly what she said. That's such a good idea. I'm posting it right now. And I should have posted it in the evening when more people would have been able to see it, right? So just being really conscientious of when you're posting the things that you really want the most people to see. Either early in the morning before they go to work and they're sitting in their car saying, gosh, I don't want to walk into work. That's when people here in the United States are scrolling. And then again, when we get the kids to bed or we're after dinner and everybody's sitting around and people are watching TV, whatever, those times. So if you're going to make a post, same thing with lives. I have more traction on my lives if I do them after 9 o'clock at night. That's my audience though. So being aware of that. I do want you guys to remember that, like Karen said, if you guys have questions, if somebody says, what do you do? Or you want to answer something, be sure you're welcome to reach out. But I also want you to remember that you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Somebody that's meant to be on your team is going to love that you're real. And they're going to love that be vulnerable, be honest, and be like, you know what? I'm so dang excited to tell you more about this, but I want to make sure I give you the right information. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be you, and you won't be able to say the wrong thing. If that person's meant to be on your team, they'll be on your team, okay? And then the next thing I wrote down here, the last thing that I actually have written down, besides the fact that I'm really excited to watch what's going to happen in the next 3 weeks, for live topic ideas, and I know, like, we have the list, we have everything. You guys, grocery stores are, like, the bomb for live topics, okay? So I don't read these magazines, but I picked them up because, like, relief from stress, 4 natural ways to feel peaceful, joyous energy. I'm going to read that article. I'm probably going to do a live about it because I talk about stress all the time, right? Like, so magazine topics, or magazine, do you know what I did yesterday? I had an hour to waste while Avery, my daughter goes to school like a half hour away from here, and she forgot her running shorts. So I had to drive there after school, and then I just decided to wait because it made no sense for me to drive a half hour back, drive a half hour again, drive a half hour back. So I went to a grocery store there, and I stood in the magazines, and I took pictures of the magazines with my phone. Okay? You don't have to buy all the magazines. I bought these just because I was in a quick hurry, and they were $1.99. But some magazines are like $13. I was like, I'm going to take pictures. I was taking pictures of recipes. I was taking pictures of live topics. You guys use your resources. And then once you find something in here or a topic that you want to do it on, again, Karen said, Google it. when we did the 14-day challenge, I was Googling all the random things because I was like, what am I going to go live on now to follow direction, right? So you guys, this is just meant for you guys to have fun. If you need some motivation, if you need some personal development tips, I got them coming out my ears. I do have some things that I could throw in for some bonus points here and there. And I do know, Karen, you forgot to mention one of the things that there's points. Do you want to talk about buy, sell, trade?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that was the other one. That was bonus points. Okay. Bonus points. Because everyone likes bonus points, right? Okay. I'm just going to say yes to that. So bonus points. You can get 1 bonus point per buy, sell, trade post that you do per day, max of 3 per day, because we don't want to be like, in 75 groups because that just gets a little crazy. But if you do up to 3 buy, sell, trade posts a day, and like if you do, let's say you do 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening, well, that'd be 4, but you're only going to get 3 points. The 3 points max. And if you do 1 or 2, you get 1 or 2. So, and Nikki in Australia, well, I'll tell you all, you'll learn all that stuff. So, questions at the moment? Nobody?
What is a power hour?
Oh, that's I'm gonna let Daphne field that one.
Power hours are my favorite hours of the day. There's actually one going on right now. Power hours happen, and I don't know. I will figure it out, and I will remember once I figure it out. But I don't know what time is it where you're at right now?
It's 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
On
13 hours difference at the moment, but it
Okay,
goes.
so here's my question for you, because this will be the evening ones here will be the only ones that'll work for you, I think, because I think the other one will be in the middle of the night. But do you work outside the home?
Yes and no.
Okay, so here's my easiest answer for you. Monday, Tuesday. Is that going to be Monday, Tuesday? What day is it where you're at?
It's Wednesday over here right now.
Okay, so for you, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday at 11 a.m. Okay, those are power hours for you. What we do is we get on, there'll be a Zoom link. You get on the Zoom link. It's basically a silent hour, okay? We break it into 20-minute sections. We give you tasks to do for 20 minutes. So for like the first 20 minutes, we'll say, okay, we're gonna work on engagement. So for this 20 minutes, you're going to do your happy birthdays. You're going to comment on as many non-Modere people's posts as possible. You're going to go to any of your old posts that you haven't responded to every comment. We wanna make sure we respond to every comment on lives. So we give you tasks to do for 20 minutes. And then at the end of the 20 minutes, we have an alarm set, new 20 minutes, we give you a new set of tasks. We'll do that for 3 20-minute sections, different tasks, and it really is just a productivity hour.
Cool.
That's it. They're awesome. I love them very much.
Very cool. Okay, any other questions at the moment? I know Dawn's going to go live after this and talk all about it.
No, she's not.
I'm scheduling a Duo Live with Dawn this week, apparently. I have done 3 Duo Lives in the past 2 days, and I am in love. I like legit in love.
I wouldn't know about that.
Your upline sucks. I'm really sorry. Whoops.
This is being recorded. This is being recorded, so.
I'm done recording.
We can hit that. Yeah, we can hit that. All right, so let's close out the recording.